Hello, hello. Welcome back to the Story Darlings podcast. I'm Sandra.
And I'm Tera.
Tera, what do we have going on today?
We have a very special overview of some potential books we can be reading in the future for our Amazon book club. So we wanted to tell you guys about them so that you can get out there and vote for what our next monthly/month and a half book, because I don't think we've been reading them on time, just to throw that out there. What our next book is.
This is for October. This is our second one that we're going to vote on. And we're just going to briefly touch on the books that we've already covered because these series are in progress and we're going to cover them.
I was about to say, okay, you said this is our second one, but out of our first voting, I think we read 4 or are planning to read 4 of the books. So technically, I would like to say this is our 5th one because it makes me feel better about ourselves or myself.
We've at least been doing a good job of reading books that were submitted early on.
We didn't make you vote on them a second time. We just kind of went down the list.
Yeah, so we've covered Trial of the Sun Queen plus books 2 and 3 after that, and we will cover Tale of the Heart Queen coming up soon. The Ever King, we've covered the Ever Queen, we've covered the Mist Thief, and then we'll be doing the Stolen Crown. I keep wanting to call it the Broken Crown, the Stolen Crown. And then books that were submitted and that we're covering in the very near future, The Cruel Dark, that will be October, The Hurricane Wars, Tale of the Heart Queen, as we said, and then Onyx Storm early next year.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to Onyx Storm because if you haven't listened to that episode, there is a major cliffhanger. And I cannot wait.
We got to check on our boy.
So go back and listen to, I think it was our March 4th episode, because there are some submissions that were not picked out of all of the ones that we just listed off that were suggested. So we've got A Kingdom of Flesh and Fire by Jennifer Armentrout, Heavenly Bodies by Amani Iru, The Wicked in Me. Ooh, I forgot what that one is. I'm going to have to go back and reread what these books are about. By Suzanne Wright, When the Moon Hatched by Sarah A. Parker, and then A Fall of Ruin and Wrath by Jennifer Armentrout. And I want to go over the first book in the new submissions because I feel like just by reading what I read of the synopsis that this is going to be the book I vote for. This one is called Guild by, hold on, all I can see, Raven. Ooh, Raven Kennedy. I like the name. Okay, anyway, from international best-selling author and TikTok phenom, Raven Kennedy comes the first book in a stunning fantasy series inspired by the myth of King Midas, which got me. That got me right there. Perfect for the fans of Sarah J. Maas and Jennifer Armentrout. The Fae abandoned this world to us, and the ones with power rule. Gold. Gold floors, gold walls, gold furniture, gold clothes. In Highbell, in the castle built into the frozen mountains, everything is made of gold. Even me. King Midas rescued me, dug me out of the slums, and placed me on a pedestal. I'm called his precious. Ooh, that sounds creepy. I should have read it like Gollum. My precious. His favored. I'm the woman he gold touched to show everyone that I belong to him, to show how powerful he is. He gave me protection and I gave him my heart. And even though I don't leave the confines of the palace, I'm safe until war comes to the kingdom and a deal is struck. Suddenly, my trust is broken, my love is challenged, and I realize that everything I thought I knew about Midas might be wrong. Because these bars I've kept in, these bars I'm kept in, sorry, I can't read, no matter how gilded, are still just a cage. But the monsters on the other side might make me wish I'd never left. Ooh. And so it looks like this is a 6-book series called The Plated Prisoner. And it was suggested by Jane R. So thank you, Jane R. And it is on Kindle Unlimited. Are all 6 books on Kindle Unlimited, Sandra? Or just the first one?
I think they're all.
Okay.
I'd have to double check, but we can put that in the show notes.
Because if we get into a series again, we are not good at turning down the rest of the books in the series, so I
No.
want to know what I'm getting into. Like, there's 6 of them, but yeah.
Yes, that's quite the commitment. The
Yes.
next book I have been seeing all over the place, and the sequel book was recently announced called A Curse Carved in Bone. And it
Ooh.
is A Fate Inked in Blood by Danielle Jensen. And this one looks so good. They did put it on Kindle Unlimited. So it's looks like it's planned to be a 4-book series. But the synopsis for this one is a shield maiden blessed by the gods battles to unite a nation under a power-hungry king, while also fighting her growing desire for his fiery son. In the first book of a Norse-inspired fantasy romance series from best-selling author of the Bridge Kingdom series. Bound in an unwanted marriage, Freya spends her days gutting fish, but dreams of becoming a warrior and of putting an axe in her boorish husband's back.
Ooh. Okay,
Tara.
I'm just hold on. I got things to say. Okay, you can vote for more than one book because I have a feeling I am. Again, the Norse mythology thrown in here got me. But then also murder, an axe in the back of her husband. Like,
Sounds like
tell
a
me
real piece
more.
of work. Yeah. Freya's dreams abruptly become reality when her husband betrays her to the region's Jarl, landing her in a fight to the death against his son, Bjorn. To survive, Freya is forced to reveal her deepest secret. She possesses a drop of a goddess's blood, which makes her a shield maiden with magic capable of repelling any attack. Is there something you wanted to say?
No, I'm just really enjoying this.
It was foretold such a magic would unite the fractured nation of Scotland beneath the one who controls the Shield Maiden's fate. Believing he's destined to rule Scotland as king, the fanatical Jarl binds Freya with a blood oath and orders Bjorn to protect her from their enemies. Desperate to prove her strength, Freya must train to fight and learn to control her magic, all while facing perilous tests set by the gods. The greatest test of all, however, may be resisting her forbidden attraction to Bjorn. If Freya succumbs to her lust for the charming and fierce warrior, she risks not only her own destiny, but the fate of all the people she swore to protect.
Ooh, so she's like stepson, stepmother kind of love
Oh
thing.
no.
Okay.
We like some
Um,
forbidden.
yeah, yeah. I do appreciate the book cover too. And I know we're not picking these on the book covers, but the first 2 books book covers are on point. I like them a lot.
Killing
Um,
it.
the 3rd one's also on point because there's a really hot guy on it. It's called The Vesna Legacy. And Sandra, your note is the literal goat. What does that mean?
Oh, the literary goat.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I read that wrong. I was like, what?
The literal goat. No, the
What does that
literary
mean?
goat. Not goat as in greatest of all time. That was submitted by the literary goat.
Okay. So this book was submitted by the literary goat. It is by Christina Valentine. Oh, I like that name. Anyway, in the hidden realm where magic and reality intertwine, Dr. Josephine's hands hold an extraordinary power. She can heal the gravest of wounds and ailments. Defying the rigid decrees of the Magic Council, she uses her abilities for those in need, earning both admiration and enmity.
Enmity?
Enmity. Um, please edit out the me sounding stupid as I spell out this word. Um, her defiance catches the attention of the Magic Council, and they send Valentine, Valentine, Valentin, Lazar,
Valentine?
the last of the dragons and the most powerful shapeshifter, to subdue her. Valentine's, I feel like that's not the
Valentine, maybe?
but
Valentine?
there's no E. So, like, presence is commanding. His presence is commanding. His power unmatched. Yet when he confronts Josephine, she resists his power. Their clash ignites a fiery passion, raising questions about Josephine's true heritage. Could she be a descendant of the Vesna, the legendary companions of the dragons? As dark forces threaten to engulf the human world, Valentin is humanity's last hope, but he harbors a terrible secret, one that could mean the destruction of them all. Amidst the brewing storm, Josephine and Valentine, I feel like it should rhyme. Valentine, Josephine and Valentine must navigate their fiery attraction and unravel the mysteries of their pasts to save the world from annihilation. The Vesna Legacy is a paranormal urban fantasy novel. It is a thrilling tale of loves, loss, romance, treason, and courage that will help have you on the edge of your seat.
That one sounds exciting.
Yeah. I mean,
Um,
it's a nice looking guy on the front, so at least you don't have to like
Tara
imagine
likes
what he looks
that.
like.
It's right there.
Yeah.
This next book is called Spark of the Everflame by Penn Cole, The Kindred's Curse Saga, Book 1. And my baby sister Taylor, I believe, has read these and she really, really loves them and has great things to say. And they are on Kindle Unlimited as well. So it looks like a 4-book series. And the synopsis for this one is: when old secrets catch fire, everything will burn. In a mortal world colonized by the gods and ruled over by the Descended, their cruel offspring, Diem Bellator, like Carpe Diem? I don't know, yearns to escape the insular life of her poor village. Her mother's sudden disappearance and the discovery of a dangerous secret about her past offer Diem an unexpected opportunity to enter the dark world of Descended royalty and unlock the web of mysteries her mother left behind. With the dying king's handsome, mysterious heir watching her every move and a ruthless mortal alliance recruiting her to join the growing civil war, Diem will have to navigate the unwritten rules of love, power, and politics in order to save her family and all of mortal kind. Spark of the Everflame is the first book in the Kindred's Curse saga, a 4-book epic fantasy romance series that follows our feisty badass heroine, Diem Bellator, in her fight against injustice and oppression, her struggle to survive in a royal palace full of betrayal and intrigue, and her journey of self-discovery and finding true love. This slow burn, enemies to lovers series is perfect for fans of unique magic systems, dragons, and other mythical creatures, angst and romantic tension, and hilarious banter. You love that.
Mm-hmm.
And this book will appeal to fans of plot heavy, character driven romantasy such as A Court of Thorns and Roses, Throne of Glass, From Blood and Ash, Guild, Shadow and Bone, and The Serpent and the Wings of Night. Ooh.
Okay.
Okay.
We even have a
Right?
call out to a book that's on this voting, Guild.
Yeah. I'm seeing a theme here. Yep.
Okay. So our next, I would just like to point out that that's another good book cover.
Yes.
Some book covers that I see are not the greatest, but all of these have drawn me in with their book covers. So, and we get to learn how to say names. Woo! This one is also going to be a name I mispronounced. So the next book is Five Broken Blades. Nice cover. I like the blades there. By May Corland. Mai Corland, something like that. It is from the Broken Blades series, which is so far 2 books, submitted by Koala Cherry, and it is on Kindle Unlimited. And I am just happy that this is a shorter synopsis because I for some reason lose my ability to read halfway through synopsis. It it's the season for treason. Ooh. The king of Yusan must die. The 5 most dangerous liars in the land have been mysteriously summoned to work together for a single objective: kill the god king June. He has it coming. Under his merciless immortal hand, the nobles flourish, while the poor and innocent are imprisoned, ruined, or sold. And now each of the 5 blades will come for him. Ooh. Each has tasted bitterness, from the hired hitman seeking atonement, a lovely assassin who seeks freedom. Ooh, that sounds very much like Selena Sardathian. Or even the prince banished for his cruel crimes. None can resist the sweet, icy lure of vengeance. They can agree on murder. They can agree on treachery. But for these 5 killers, each versed in deception, lies, and betrayal, it's not enough to forge an alliance. To survive, they'll have to find a way to trust each other. But only one can take the crown. Let the best liar win. Okay, so it sounds like if they kill the god King June, they get his crown.
Ooh.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I know I suggested this movie, which it's got John Cena in it, so I get it, but it's called Jackpot, and so basically the premise of it is that there's a jackpot winner in LA, and if you kill that person before sundown, you get their jackpot, and it sounds very much like this, like they get his crown. That
This one
sounds
sounds
kind of
exciting.
interesting
Yeah, it sounds really action-packed and fast-paced, so I like
because
that.
I expected it to go to his heir, not whoever kills him, right? Because that's
Yeah.
normally how a crown works, and usually the heir isn't that much better than the horrible
Hmm.
person. So
I
anyway,
can't
okay.
I can't tell from the book cover whether that's like shadow tendrils around the blades or like a vine or something, but it
Yeah,
looks good.
yeah.
This one, the Foxhole Court, this one was spoken highly of by Alice over on Goodreads. And so this is part of the series as well. And right now, the first book is free. Like you can purchase it just outright free. And then each subsequent book is just 99 cents. And that's just for a limited time. So I'm not sure if that's still going to apply when this episode airs, but just check on that. And then this one is not a fantasy, but the synopsis is Neil Jostin is the newest addition to the Palmetto State University XC team. What is that?
I don't know.
I'm already confused. He's short, he's fast, he's got a ton of potential, and he's the runaway son of the murderous crime lord known as the Butcher. Signing
Oh.
a signing a contract with the PSU Foxes is the last thing a guy like Neil should do. The team is high profile, and he doesn't need sports crews broadcasting pictures of his face around the nation. His lies will hold up only so long under his kind of scrutiny, and the truth will get him killed. But Neil's not the only one with secrets on the team. One of Neil's new teammates is a friend from his old life, and Neil can't walk away from him a second time. Neil has survived the last 8 years by running. Maybe he's finally found someone and something worth fighting for. The
Oh.
Foxhole Court
So
by Nora Sakovic.
do we know if the love interest, or if there is a love interest, is this a romance? And is the love interest the teammate? Have we heard? Do you know,
I
Sandra?
don't know. That's kind of what it sounds like,
It's
right?
making it seem like it's a two MMCs.
Yeah. I know nothing about this, so it sounds
Okay.
intriguing though. Like that's kind of out of our norm.
Yeah. Okay. So where to vote, guys? You can vote on the Amazon Book Club itself, or you can vote on Instagram. There really hasn't been any voting on anything else, so vote on those two sites, and then we will tally and we will let you know which book is going to be added to our already long list of reads for October. And enjoy, because we already have 4 books. So does October have 5 weeks?
That wouldn't surprise me if it does.
Well, it may be that we record and introduce it in October, or we
Yeah.
may do it the first week of November for the
Yeah.
recording for you guys.
We'll at least run this voting period starting this week, and then we'll for sure mention, what the book is at the end of the week over on Instagram. As Tara said earlier, you can vote on multiple books. So log into those burner accounts, vote for your favorite books, and then we will tally it across Instagram and let you know. I'm excited. These all look like really great reads. So you said you were most excited for Guild.
Well, I like Guild. I like the A Fate Linked in Blood, the Vesna Legacies. Um,
You're like, I'm just going down the list, reading them all.
and the 5 Broken Blades. I think the 5 Broken Blades would be my least favorite out of the ones I just read, but I think they're going in order for me. Like Guild, A Fate, Inked in Blood is like my second highest, and then the Vesna Legacies are
Yeah.
my third.
I'm going to say my top three Guild of Fate Inked in Blood and Spark of the Everflame. For
Yeah.
sure. Those look really great.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, very quick and easy episode. We hope you learned some new books to add to your TBR. If you haven't already, go ahead, subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can always like, comment there. We love seeing those comments. And then, if you haven't rated us over on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, feel free to do that too. It helps our show. So we will see you soon, I guess next week, for A Fire in the Sky. That one's fun.
Mm-hmm.
Until next time,
Bye.
bye.